Today I'm gonna be unboxing a Tackle Warehouse swim bait order. Welcome back to another episode of Fishing OD. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my Tackle Warehouse order and a couple other baits that I've actually recently purchased. I recently have been obsessed with like big swim baits and stuff, so I decided to place a big order on Tackle Warehouse, and pretty much anytime I go into any fishing store, I look for swim baits, and if they have some, I pick them up. I've not yet opened my package actually, so you guys are going to get the opportunity to enjoy what $300 of swim baits can get you on Tackle Warehouse. So I'm going to show you guys the baits that I actually picked up at a fishing store the other day. Shout out to Ecotone Lamy Spa in Blainville. So as you guys can see here, I picked up a hardcore dual, I don't even know what this is called, Ninja Twitchin' Glider swim bait. That's what I picked up the other day. I also picked up a Jackal Gantrel. Sorry for the glare. Look, there you go. Boom. Jackal Gantrel. And I'll show you the Ninja Twitchin' slider thingy. Yeah, these are some pretty big baits, as you guys can see. This is a 7-inch swim bait, and this is a 6.3-inch swim bait. This is like a bluegill imitation. I honestly don't know what this imitates here in Quebec, but it's definitely gonna catch fish. I wanted to show you guys real quickly what I've been throwing recently. I know I'm a bit all over the place with my thoughts, but this is the River to Sea S-Waver, and this has caught me a ton of bass in the last year. I bought this last year when I was up in Saskatchewan filming with Jay, and ever since I've had this one swim bait, and it's produced me like a ton of big bass. And you guys can kind of see the size difference here. I don't know if you can, but it's pretty decent size difference. I did order some S-Wavers, but this I'm really excited to throw, as well as the Jackal. This is kind of my swim bait box that I currently have going. It's just some smaller swim baits. We have Mega Bass, some soft plastics. These are like your budget soft swim baits, you know, like you could be buying more expensive baits, but for the bass I'm targeting here in Quebec, they don't get to like 11 pounds, 15 pounds. I'm looking for like a big bass would be like a 6. So this is just like a normal 7-inch soft swim bait. I have quite a few of them here by Savage Gear, and I throw those pretty frequently without too much success, just due to the fact that where I'm fishing largies, I mainly have a lot of weeds, so I need to fish something weedless generally. All right, so now for the unboxing. Boom. I got my handy little knife, and we're gonna crack this bad boy open. We got a little bit of paper. This is the guy I'm really excited to show you guys. My biggest swim bait that I've ever purchased. This is an 8.5-inch Jackal Dow Swimmer 220 SF, and this thing is just gigantic. Look at that. It's gigantic. So these, I'm all gonna be taking them out of their packages pretty soon, but first I'm just gonna take them out like this. I ordered a couple packs of Mega Bass Magdraft Freestyle 6-inch swim baits. I ordered these guys. More Magdraft. I ordered a couple more S-Wavers. As you can see, this is basically gonna be a follow-up to this guy, because I've had this for a year and it's just caught so many fish. You could see the marks on it and everything. So I needed a couple more of these in case I get cut off by pike, because unfortunately we have a ton of pike here. Just a couple big 7-inch paddle tail swim baits so I could rig them up weedless. These guys are called the Twerk Minnow by Cal Coast Fishing. Just take a look at that. A couple big swim baits. You got some weedless swim baits, again 7-inch swim baits, as you can see compared to my hand, and you got the soft bio minnow by Fish Lab. Okay, so now that those are out of the box, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be opening these and actually transferring them to the little tackle box I bought. I honestly bought this and they fit my 6-inch baits and smaller pretty easily, but I'm actually doubting that they'll fit these big swim baits, especially the hard baits. The soft baits, I don't think I'm going to take them all out of the package, just because I want to keep them like brand new until I use them. But the hard baits, I'm definitely going to be taking out of the package. I think I'm going to open the Jackal first, because this is what I've been most excited to get. This is the biggest swim bait. It's going to be a pretty big challenge to throw it, and especially to try to catch fish on it, since our bass don't get huge here. But I bought this in hopes that this might produce one of my biggest bass ever. Comes with a nice extra tail. The part that makes me most nervous about this bait is the fact that we have pike and we have muskie here, and this is just like a perfect snack for both species. The areas I'm planning to throw this specific bait in is going to be very specific to where largemouth live. So like docks, weeds and stuff like that. We do get pike in the weeds, but I'm really not planning to throw this anywhere that I even have the slightest suspicion that there would be a pike in. The next bait I want to open, guys, is going to also be a jackal. And this one I picked up at a local fishing store that we have pretty close to Montreal. Shout out to Lamy Spa for having such a good selection of baits. This is the Jackal Gantarelle. This, I'm guaranteeing, is gonna catch fish for me. I'm probably gonna be throwing this a lot in my next video. I've yet to film it, but I'm heading out this Sunday for bass and I'm gonna be flipping docks, and this is the bait I think I'm gonna start by throwing. So now we got the two baits in the box. Boom, boom. Look at that. Jackal, Jackal. One's 6.3 inch, the other one's 8.5 inches. Look at that, it's just a beast. Let's compare it to the S-Waver real quick. This is what I've been throwing. This is what I'm gonna be replacing it with. Look at that. Look at the size difference, that's crazy. Jackal in the box. Jack in the box? That was lame, I'm sorry. So the next bait I'm gonna open is the dual hardcore ninja twitch and glider. Sorry, I don't know these names by heart. I'm just obsessed with them. I don't even know what they are. Extra tail. So this is one of the baits that I actually bought yesterday when I went to a local fishing store. Again, shout out to Lamy Spa. Boom. This one's pretty realistic for me, you know? It's just slightly bigger than the S-Waver if we compare the two. Just slightly bigger than the S-Waver. I've caught a lot of fish on this, like even like less than 1 pound fish I've caught on it. So I'm hoping that this one eliminates some of those smaller fish that I don't really want to be catching anyway. I'm gonna open these guys up. I don't remember what they're called. Boom. Can't wait to use this. This is a soft swim bait, hollow belly, as you can see, and it's got a really thick back, and it's gonna hold my weedless owner beast hooks really well. It's a nice big profile. I'm hoping this cuts through the weeds nicely, and honestly I'm probably most excited to throw this bait because a lot of the largies that I find often hang around the weeds, and it's been very difficult throwing baits like these through the weeds because obviously they get stuck. But something like this is gonna go through the weeds. I can fish it where the fish are, and hopefully I'm gonna catch some good fish on that. All right, so I also ordered a couple S-Wavers from River to Sea. These guys, I don't really need to show them to you. I feel it's exactly this guy. I fished it a lot of times before in videos. I'm gonna open them quickly, put them in this box, and I'm gonna get on to the last couple of baits. Actually one bait, but I ordered it 6 times. So boom, S-Waver, different color. So the last bait that I'm really excited to show you guys is gonna be another weedless swim bait. This one is by Megabass. This is the Magdraft Freestyle in the 6-inch. I'm telling you right now, these are gonna catch me lots of fish. This is a smaller profile, and so far this year, I've been having a lot of success on the 6-inch swim baits. This one is just nice and skinny. It's got a pointed head. It's gonna cut through the weeds really well, and this is gonna catch me some big fish this year. It's a bit of a smaller bait, but I think that's what's gonna produce a high quantity of fish, and as a result, hopefully, eventually putting it in front of a big fish. And I think this might do it for me this year. That's pretty much it for the swim baits I bought this year. In my next video, you're definitely gonna see me throwing these baits, and I'll explain to you in my next video the rod that I'm gonna be using to throw these on, because I actually picked myself up a swim bait rod. I put some 25-pound test mono on it. That's what I've been using in the recent couple of days for throwing these big swim baits. I haven't made a video because I haven't been catching that many fish. I have caught fish, just not enough for me to want to make a video and show you guys the nice fishing I've been doing. Okay, so real quickly, I just want to show you guys what I just did. So I actually organized my swim bait box into soft plastic. So my soft swim baits, you got your weedless swim baits, you got your paddle tail swim baits with the exposed hook. I have more weedless swim baits. Like I said, everything that I just unboxed is pretty much in here except for the Savage Gears. And my favorite box, I have my hard baits. You got your S-Wavers here. You got the dual hardcore ninja twitch glider, whatever it's called, I keep forgetting. You have the Megabass, you have the Jackal Dow Swimmer, you have the Jackal Gantarelle, and you have this bait. I don't actually know what it is. I picked it up for just like 40 bucks off a friend. Pretty nice bait. I've yet to catch fish on it, but it's drawn in a lot of really nice fish for me. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed this style of video, please go ahead and like this video. Also, comment down below for what you guys want to see in future videos, and please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And if you feel like it, hit that bell button. That way you can get notified as to when I post a new video. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time on Fishing OD.